I'm Draco Self-Important, and I think you should listen to me. I also think you should like and subscribe, or dislike if you prefer. Comments are great. Any kind of engagement works for me. So I've got comments since the video I put out this morning that range from entertaining to infuriating to stuff that I want to talk about. Um, and we're going to start with the mildly stupid and get to the more stupid before getting to something that looks more like actual content. Um, Shitbag boy. Wow. Hi. Hello. As someone who calls himself Draco Self Important, I'm going to say if you call yourself Shitbag Boy, you probably don't have a great deal of self esteem. Even if that is a reference to something, Christ, how I hope that's a reference to something and that you just literally. But either way, that's some pretty clear implications. Y'all who come out with the like really bad insults yeah, always like these usernames that really give away how you feel about yourself. Like, all right. But, oh shit, some nerd chub boy trying to tell me how to get women in his bottom bunk covered in lame ass art. Goddamn, this smelly ass dude doesn't have a body count higher than 3, and one may be questionable. Please, nobody listen to this pudgy, bad kept nerd. Well, thanks for the comment, friend. Apparently you're new here. I love hate watchers. Please give me more view time. Neither I nor YouTube care if you're hate watching. As Karina Kaboom says, and I do adore her, leave it in the dislikes below. It's engagement, especially if you are the sort of viewer that I have that comes back for every single video, comments, and apparently has also been leaving dislikes. You're just clicking more buttons. You're engaging with the content. You're telling the algorithm that it's worth engaging with. No one cares that it's because you don't like it. You're still fucking watching it. Like, because the shit, like, I'm not monetized yet, right? Like, I don't have enough subs, blah, 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 blah. Like, I've only been doing this for a couple of months, and like, even like it's gonna be a long time before I'm like able to like put an ad, but I know the shit runs long enough that there are ads, or you pay for premium, and then the shit like yeah, like so yeah. Thank you for giving YouTube the watch time. It tells them that I'm worth it. So thank you for making me feel so worthwhile. You guys are so dumb. So I say, your username says it all. Making fun of art made by children. That's adorable. Believe what you want, but I've never had trouble getting laid. If you want to hate yourself, have at it, but you're not dragging me down with you, baby boy. Yeah, just to that shit up there was made by my little one in kindergarten. That drawing was done by a middle schooler, and the rug itself was made by a friend and her at the time kindergartner. That art is my dead brother's. His ex girlfriend painted it for him. He loved it. I have it for sentimental value. I think it's fine, by the way. I don't think it's bad, but like, I didn't make any of this shit. So you just rolled in here and like insulted children and the beloved belongings of a dead guy. So cool. Um, yeah, I don't know what to tell you, man. Like, I have a limited amount of space and there's a bunch of shit up there. I make no qualms about the loft bed situation. It's got a nice little desk here. It's delightful. I'm sitting on a mattress on the fucking floor. Like, yep, might as well be a bunk bed. It's not even a bunk bed because I don't actually have a bottom bunk. I just have a mattress on the floor. So there you go. Not even a bunk bed. Y'all can't come up with like smelly, like this is really like, and on the video immediately after I showered, no less, because that was this morning. I recorded that before my work meeting. So like, okay. God, yeah, no, like maybe. No, deodorant's working. I walked to work today in the afternoon. It was relatively hot, but I also like brought a change of shirt and the unmentionables, if you will, so that I wasn't a sweaty, stinky hog at work. But my car is being a bitch, and so I'm just trying to let her sit and rest and not do anything unless we really have to. Because at some point, she is just not going to start, and I guarantee you it's going to be someplace incredibly inconvenient, going to get towed, going to get impounded, never going to fucking see that car again. Unless I can get it fixed relatively soon. Hey, I have a Patreon. If you guys actually would like something from a Patreon, like if there is someone who has an interest in, yeah, I don't know, man. So, please keep watching. Shitbag, shitbag, you're making fun of me. Yeah, the chubby and pudgy. I'm fat, motherfucker. I'm a grown ass fat ass man. I don't know what to tell you. Get it right. I needed. I don't know why. I don't know. It wasn't as funny when I read through it the first time, but I'm in a good mood. I had a good night at work, and I just goodness. Yeah, you know who you are. I did not tag you in the last video that I mentioned you in. I've also other videos not tagged you. You watch every single one of my videos. Straight up told me on two of them that you disliked them. Please, God, keep clicking the buttons. Please. Any of you don't like it, that's why the buttons are there. Click it. Because if you're still watching it, they can see that. Rage bait is still like, hello? Do you people understand nothing about the internet? Genuinely, oh, I'm messing up your viewership. I can't even see the dislikes unless I like go out of my way to install a plugin, man. Like it doesn't show you by default. And you telling me in a comment where you're already being a piece of shit. Well, like, okay. That like if I could see them, I might be like, "Oh no, are these different people that dislike it?" Except that I understand that the vast majority of people in the world don't fucking like me. Like I don't know what I am an acquired taste for a select audience, man. Like I don't like I'm hello? Like that's the premise here. Like I feel like there's an audience for me. And I feel like if this has an audience, no matter how small, right? Like a consistent, repetitive, that you're probably fine and could probably also get laid. I don't, at least have meaningful friendships. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, do something with your life that is valuable. But hey, if you don't want to do that, you don't fucking have to. If you want to live in misery and argue with strangers on the internet about it, feel free. But really, you're just you were my biggest fan, you chaser fuck. And not never once have you argued the chaser claims. Yeah, you say mean things while you jerk it, which is why you keep coming back over and over and over. If I tag you, if I mention your name, whatever, you gotta come back and say some shit. Like, do you feel better about yourself, big boy? How fucking miserable must your life be, bro? Like that dude. Yeah. But no, you fucking genius. The algorithm nor I care why you're watching. You're still watching. Like I don't know how many times I have to say that like you are so dense, dude. Like is there like you know, like, is there something going on, like, with you? Like, are you okay? Like, am I like, am I being discriminatory here in some way? Like, is there a deficiency in your ability to like, do you have cognitive delays? There's nothing wrong with that. Like, it is a thing. You know, hi, I'm dyslexic and have an alphabet soup, but like, you seem to really not grasp anything that I say at any point, because you're either an absolute fucking moron, or you're intentionally misunderstanding me just to be a dick. Right? Yeah. My condescending laughs also betray my true intentions. If I'm talking to you specifically, Chaser Dickbag, yeah, uh huh. And also, I don't know what to tell you, man. Like, if you don't like my mannerisms, it sucks to be you. I'm not gonna change how I behave, and and if I'm giving little condescending laughs, while it's because of the things that I'm thinking of that I'm not saying out loud, because I'm trying to maintain the privacy of the people in my life, because they're not on fucking YouTube. Although, if this particular coworker would do it, I would interview him. Yeah, he's my new favorite. Um, Dude, like, I'm giggling because I was trying to decide whether or not to talk about his constant babbling of special interest. Yeah, dude says he's not autistic. Like, we work, my agency is, we help developmentally disabled adults. There are autistic people that we support. You know what I'm saying? Like, so and especially like me relating myself, like, there are people that we provide care to that are basically just like my brain turned up to 11, like, to the point that the masking that I'm able to do, like, that is like up here, and then the masking that they're able to do is completely fucking, it's like, it's the difference between the gay dude who's totally gay but can pass for straight, and the dude who, like, cartwheels and jazz hands out of the vagina with a lisp. You know what I mean? Like, some people can hide who they are, some cannot. um you know and my suggestion, also, this reminds me, because to get back to the people with disabilities of it all, yeah, just like, we deal with people that, like, have a need for usually round the clock care, like someone with them all day every day, to do anything from, like, helping them get dressed, bathing tasks, cooking, cleaning, reminding them to, helping them with meds, whatever. Like, because we also have some clients who are elderly as well as developmentally disabled. Um, yeah, so, like, part of my job is to, like, take them out into whoever I'm supporting at that point, out into the community for anything that they might need to do, like jobs or whatever, because, like, they have jobs. Not everyone, like, we have, there's range, right? Um, but I think that it would probably, like, surprise people to know that, like, dating is a thing. Like, part of my job, part of my training was how to address facilitating uh our supported people, that we're supposed to call them. Sorry, I'm trying to um ingratiate myself to the jargon that we are supposed to use, because then I'm more likely to use it at work, even if I think that a lot of this really, like, let's be specific, in the language changes like every, I don't know, year and a half. And so Yeah, the calling a person with autism versus someone autistic versus let's not mention it at all versus it's call yourself whatever the hell you want. I'll call you that thing. The end. Ta-da, we're done. Like, and that's, and like, yeah. And generally, if we're talking about people who are nonverbal, like they almost always have a pretty clear understanding of what you're saying to them and some way of communicating whether or not that's correct. So, if you call them some shit that they don't like, they will tell you in their way. You just knowing how to read body language makes this job so much fucking easier. Like, just, oh my gosh. And like me watching other people who are not like attuned in the same way is why the coworker that I was talking about, um, it's why we get along so well because like I was pointing out things that I observed and he was like, yes, yes, you get it, yes. And he's been, like I said, doing it for over 20 years. um yeah, like we were, oh my god, no, because I was working with him tonight, and like he's literally sitting there bitching about his fucking facial features and like brow, fucking facial hair, jaw, like, so to have you be like, oh yeah, he was definitely above average. No, dude, he's just like the most nurturing dude in the history of nurturing dudes. And if you're a girl with daddy issues, that's a beacon of, oh my god, this is what I've needed my whole goddamn life. And that is how it, like, like now he's getting women because he looks better than people his age, right? But like, those dudes who hit a certain age and then they look that age for 20 years, right? And they may have started out looking kind of old to begin with. Like I've I've got a couple of friends who, like, you look at pictures of them at 17 and you look at pictures of them at 35 and there's not a lot of difference there, but that's because they look 35 when they were 17, you know so like there's the appearance of not aging. uh Like, I hate this. I hate talking about people physically like this, but there's no way for me to, like, possibly make you understand any of this. You, the broader you, not this fucking asshole, because fuck this guy. Like, to make those who actually want to hear what I'm trying to say understand anything without me, like, providing some kind of quantifiable example that something that I can try to get you to relate to is how I do everything, right? Like I try to relate my life to the thing that I'm trying to tell you, and or some fact that I've learned, blah blah blah. Like, but if I'm pulling something from somewhere other than my head, I will generally provide you with a source so that you can go off and do the thing on your own, right? So, if we're moving on, I'm sorry, I was debating if I want to like pause here and come back and do the rest of this later, or maybe even just cut this and then do the actual good comments because I'm getting sleepy and I have to get up because I had a night shift and a morning shift tomorrow. So, yeah, welcome to um, I don't know, this. Yeah, I'm training in a spot that is probably not the spot where I'm going to be like working full time, but I'm covering for a bit. It's a whole thing. But I like the dude, not just the coworker, like the dude that we're supporting that I'm working with. He's chill. Um, so uh, yeah, I think we're gonna call this good for now because I think 20 minutes is probably a reasonable length for a video. And then we'll talk about the comments that, like, I don't know, aren't just me being grumpy in the next one, because I'm getting sleepy and these ones have like actual content in them that I want to address, not just shit I want to yell at. This was just a nice way for me to burn all of the caffeine that I drank in those energy drinks while I was at work. Um, yeah, so please, for the love of all things holy, keep commenting, like, dislike, whatever. Just keep watching. I don't care why you're watching. You're entertained. You have to be, or you wouldn't keep coming back. There's hours of watch time at this point, man. Like, come on. To those of you who actually like me and enjoy my content, thank you. I appreciate. Yeah, I love you. Be safe. Make good choices.